Can I challenge you with something that might be telling your with something you're telling yourself right now? Okay. If you feel like you are inconsistent as an interpreter, translator, and one day you are flowing, the next day you're hesitating, if that's been your experience, and you've been telling yourself, like, oh, I need more practice, I need to be more consistent. So, what if that is not the problem? Those things you've been telling yourself. Because if it was the case, you wouldn't be you wouldn't be what's the word? You wouldn't be able to do it well in the first place, right? If that's it. But you haven't, if that was the case. So something else is going on here. That is the problem, not what you're thinking. And once you see it, yeah, you can't unsee it. It's like it is done deal. It is a given. And that's what we're talking about in today's video. So yeah, let's get into it. So if it was consistency, you wouldn't, I mean, you wouldn't get it right sometimes, right? So what actually changes? Because it's not your skill. It's still the same skill and you have different outcome. Some days you're locked in, some days like there's issues. So what's missing then? What's the thing? You're not inconsistent, but I think we've kind of like established that, right? You're just not at the speed yet, right? I mean, think about it. Look at this, like a plane, because I'm all in a plane, right? When a plane's about to take off, a plane does not struggle with consistency. Stay with me. I know. What are you talking about? It has to build that speed first. You, the, like, what's the pilot makes the announcement, okay, cabin crew, get yourself situated. We're about to like take off or whatever. And then it starts going. We're not in the air yet. And it's moving. Like, okay, why we're not in the air yet? It's still going and going. And then it's building the speed and going 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 and going. Lift off. Right? And what most people do is before they reach the lift off, they lose out. They are like, no, it's not working. Then they slow down. We need to get the momentum going, the reps in. We're going, going, and going, and going, and going, and going. And wow, she's that interpreter. He's that interpreter. Look, wow, look at how she's a natural. She's there. She's got it. Everything is flowing. But the thing is, we show up once, and then we do again, and then something happens, and we slow down. Like, okay, I just need to go and get some more clarification, some more training. Okay, then this happens, then okay, we're just doing this, going back and forth and back and forth and like back and forth. And there's no momentum going to get that lift off to say, yes, we've got this. Because of all the things and the stories and all the stuff that's going on within you know, our head, what we're thinking, we're losing. We lose out and then we slow down and then we wonder why. We've talked about different things that's causing all these things, the loop that's going on in our head and all those things. So yes, we have, with this six-part series we've been doing so far, we've decided, okay, this year we're going in strong, right? We're focusing on the thing we want. We've decided that we're going to write down those things we want and we're going to make that like flow with it. And now we've realized that, okay, we've decided we've got everything locked in. And then now we're doing like we've got a few assignments in. And then we're like, oh no, we don't want to like keep going because something happened, something threw us off, we froze or we second guessed ourselves or something happened and then we slow down. You don't show up. We don't push to ourselves that bit. And because of all those things, it just feels uncomfortable. So the momentum that's supposed to build up, like the analogy with the plane, that needs to build up the speed to be able to get the lift off. We're there trying to build the momentum, but we pull back. So we're back to square one, and then we're putting and then we pull back, and then So we don't get that lift off to the point where now we're okay with everything that's like what's going on for us. We keep breaking the momentum, the thing. It's like even here on like social media, right? Wanting to like say my truth and everything, and someone would say something like back in the day, and I'll be like, oh, because you said that wrong, or this happened, and then I'll just pull back, and like, okay, let me rethink this thing. Like, okay, how are we gonna like re-show up here? What's this gonna happen? And then retracting, retracting, and the momentum's not going. When I decided, like, look, we are going to just do this thing every single day and keep showing up on here on YouTube every single day, I'm getting lift off. The momentum's happening. It might not look like that for someone who's like looking at my channel from the outside, like, oh, okay, it's got lift off. Like, no, me as a person, how I'm able to express and get clarity in the message, in making people like, oh, I see it, I get it. Before I was just rambling or I was just not making a lot of sense in what I'm doing. So I would like will post here and there, and people be like, "What you saying? Doesn't make sense." Now, because of the momentum of showing up every single day and getting the clarity and being able to have the language and the conviction and being able to express oneself in what it is I'm doing, the momentum is now picking up. Now people are like, yes, I see that it's me. I thought it was only me. Like you get the resonance, the conversation that's happening in the DM. If I had stalled and kept going backwards, that won't be a thing right now. I won't be having the clients that I'm having to support right now and working with. So the same is true for you. One good performance proves your ability, but it's not stability. You have to keep showing up. You have to keep raising your hand to say, yes, I'm available to do the work and not go, oh no, I'm not sure if I can. Who shows up there? What's going to happen? You're slowing down the momentum that is supposed to happen for you to get to that point of liftoff, to get to that point where everything is like flows. But it's having that understanding. Sometimes the things we do, we think, oh, okay, I just need that one more skill, I want that one more training. But it's being in the trenches of it, going in there and then course correcting and saying, okay, this, we change it a bit of this and that, and we'll keep going, keep going. Not, oh, no, no, no. You know, I have a client of mine that's like, oh, I just need a year out to really get the hang of this side of what I need to do. Then I'll come back and show up. The momentum is losing. Like you're no longer in that space of continuous like practicing or learning or whatever. You're taking a whole year out. So that momentum is just gonna woo, and then when you go back in, it's like, okay, I need to catch up here now. Okay, I need to do this and do that. We're losing momentum when we think that it is this that's the problem. It's a skill. Whereas no, stay in it. Keep building that momentum. Walk on whatever it is that is stopping you back. Is it a hesitation? Is it an over? Is it an imposter? What is it? Is it a self-doubt, the self-loathing, the overwhelm, the fear of rejection? Or is it success or failure? Like, what's that? Deal with that as you keep the momentum. Do not hold the brakes and then say, let me just work on the skill, because that's not the issue. While we are on building the momentum, let's figure out what's that thing that is stopping us in in our tracks. What's that thing that is holding us back? Do you feel like no one wants you? You're not being, no one's like booking you to work with them? Or you feel like, oh my goodness, I feel like out of place like this. Everybody knows what they're doing. They are miles ahead of me, and I'm like, I'm still like not. I don't know what I'm doing. What is it for you? Do not allow that to stop your momentum of going to get to that lift off. You need speed to lift. Without speed, the plane cannot get in the air. It cannot just go, yeah, cabin crew, let's go. We're about to lift off, and then we're in the air. It doesn't work like that. We need a runway to build the momentum, the speed. Bum, 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 let off. And we're out and away. The same is true for us. Whatever it is you're doing, is it showing up on whatever, social, posting, whatever it is, you need the reps in. Yes, you show up and nobody will say hi, no one will say anything, but you are building a muscle. You're getting comfortable expressing yourself. You're getting comfortable being out there and doing your thing. The 0 views, the next view, the 1 view, the thing. Now, what I'm doing right now is every time I'm recording my YouTube video, I'm actually also I'm going live on TikTok. And most cases, at the end of my recording, I have 0 views. It is okay. I am building the reps of having people just stop by like, who is this person in here? What she? Oh, okay, I'm not interested. Move on. And would that stop me from like keep showing up? One day someone will be like, oh, that's interesting. Oh, let me even just hang in here for a minute and see what she's on about. And then we'll just that. And that's how it works. But if I go, okay, I've tried it one day, I tried it second day, I've tried it third day, nobody said hi. No one's asking me a question. Because every day what I do is I'll say before I start, I'm like, if you got any question while I'm recording, put a question down. And when I'm done, I'll scroll back and answer. And if anything, I'll clip it, post it, tag it, whatever that is. Has it happened yet? No. Would it happen? Who knows? But you know what? I'll keep saying it and I'll keep doing it. And when it does happen, we'll do the stuff. We'll share. We'll celebrate. We'll keep going on. But the thing is, you cannot affect the momentum of whatever it is that you want to keep going. Every master was once a disaster. If you are thinking that, my goodness, I can never be like this person, that person, whatever, they have this many views, they have a team. But they started from themselves. They started from that one movement. If we do not get the momentum in the thing that we're wanting, in the thing that we're trying to show up and do, we will never get lift up. We'll never get the traction we want. We'll never get the support and the right, speaking to the right people. If we go, oh, I posted, no one said anything. I didn't get any comment, any likes. I didn't get that. I went there, I put my job, I applied for the job, they did not choose me. I applied again, they did not. I did this, da, 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 da. So now I'm not going to apply again. You keep going until you get your yes. You keep showing up until someone gets you and understands you. There are billions of people on this earth, right? Not everyone's for us. But understanding that you keep rehearsing, you keep showing up, you keep doing your part in whatever it is that you're doing. And the opportunity and something would happen to now be like, okay, let's go. Me showing up on here, someone like, you know what, then they come and speak to our people. Because they saw my post and they saw something. It wasn't relating to who I'm speaking to, but they came and said, do you mind just speaking to our people? Because this message you said, do you mind coming to speak to our folks? I'm like, sure, let's go. Like, bring it on. And that's the whole idea. You never know what opportunities would land for you when you keep showing up, when you keep doing the thing that you need. You need momentum in regardless of whatever it is, the consistency. And even when we don't feel like, we need to have a non-negotiable. We do this every single, whatever that is for you. Do not allow the numbers to shadow what you have been called to do, what you have been expressed to do. You want to be that interpreter, you want to have that opportunity, you have to show up and you have to understand that, I might struggle with this, but I will get there. I will keep on doing. I will not allow whatever feedback or whatever somebody has said to stop me from showing up. I will keep doing those reps, those steps, those movements till I get lift off. You hear all these things, oh my goodness, the overnight success. They don't realize that 10 years the person has been taking the time to build on their craft, to take their thing going, to do all the things that's required for them to keep showing up, to get to that point of being an overnight success. But if you don't keep the momentum going, if you don't keep showing up, if you don't put yourself out there, nobody would know and ask you to come work for them or come do this thing or like whatever that is. So this is where we get to now, with the focus on what we want, keep the momentum going. Now we get to figure out, okay, what is that thing holding us? We get to work on that. but we still have to show up with that momentum. I know, I went on a tangent. I went on a rant. I was feeling the vibe today. I was like, no, no, no. Like sometimes I just have to let it rip. Like just let it go. Like, because when I see brilliant people saying, "Oh, I just need some time out. Oh, let me do this training before I go and do that." I'm like, babe, what you've been trained on, you're capable of this job. What are you talking about? Because of what's going on, and let's work on that. And that's what I help with. Let's fix that inner chatter, that thing that's telling you you're not good enough, that thing that's telling you that makes you hesitate, that thing that is stopping you from being the version. Because all you need is within you and within your reach. Once we change the narrative, once we change the meaning we're giving a situation, because it could just be like they're looking curious because they're thinking, I've never heard of that concept before. Oh my goodness, what's this? And you're thinking, oh, I messed up. I must have said something wrong. They don't understand me. We're giving meaning to things that not, that, where'd that come from? We get to work on that. Get to like scratch that, and then we can show up fully with the skills that we have and keep showing up and knowing that we're human, that not every day is going to be like 100 all the time. But whatever shows up will be our best version on that day. And that's all we need. Okay, rant over. I'm done with the rant. But that's, when the passion comes in, we just have to let it flow. The momentum is there. Keep the momentum, whatever it is that you want. Keep your eye on the ball. Keep going for it to the point of liftoff. And then it gets to a point where, like, man, we're cruising. We're cruising in the air now. We're cruising. And we just keep going. I am Nene. We do this every single day. Remember, your voice matters and it's your time to use it. Bye for now.